to another edition of Arizona's Everyday Chef. I'm your host, the Nerdy Cook, and today we are traveling. Not far, like 15 miles. We're cooking at my sister's house, and we are not cooking for humans. We are cooking for our furry, loving, four-legged companions. We are making homemade dog food, all natural, very, very good for your dogs. Let's see, what else? Not a whole lot. So what we're going to do is we've got the ingredients right here. It's pretty cheap to do this. It's about $18, and it should last your animal probably a couple weeks. So I might have to modify that, but in the meantime, let's get going. Here's some ingredients. We've got some all-natural chicken. We've got some carrots. We've got some Italian parsley. We've got some peas, quinoa, and we've got some sweet potatoes. Now all of this right here, the only thing that we probably have to do is double the chicken, and we're probably talking for one dog, you're probably looking about 3 weeks worth of meals. What you'll have to do though is with some of it you're going to have to freeze it. Now as opposed to what you can buy online and have it sent to you, this is all made fresh. So it's not going to take long. We're going to bake the chicken, we're going to cook up the rest, and then we're going to mix it. So as we go along, I'll let you know what we're doing. My sister helped me out with this, so thank you, sister. That's why we're over here at her house shopping. Cooking, not shopping. She did the shopping. So let's start. I'm going to throw the chicken in the oven. This is just some chicken tenders. You can do chicken breast. You could even do dark meat. Some animals, some dogs, if you haven't exposed them to this, you need to start out slowly, like especially with carrots, you need to start out raw before you just start giving them all this food. Because it could make them sick because of their digestive tracts. So my sister, this is what she's done before, so we're going to be doing this today. Alright, so we've got some things cooked. We've got our carrots cooked, boiled up so they're just soft. Parsley is chopped, it's not cooked. And then we have our peas. So we're just going to start chopping and cutting these and putting it into a big mixing bowl. Basically, just a big glass Pyrex dish. So the carrots you just want, yeah, this cutting board is different than mine. I'll probably do this differently, and I probably will. This one I'm going to do this way. You just want to cut them into quarters. So actually what we will do for this one, take that off. And you can just get the carrots with different colors. It's nice. It just adds a little bit of panache to your dog's food. And then just small little bites. That's it. So we're going to cut all this up, put it into our bowl. The chicken and sweet potatoes are still cooking, so we will get to those. But for right now, we're going to cut this up, and then we're going to add in the rest, kind of mix it up, and just kind of get it ready a little bit for the end. So be back in a blip. Alright, so we've cut up all the carrots, and we're going to throw in our parsley. And then that's about 3/4 of a cup of peas. Get them all out. And then the quinoa, we did 1 cup of it. Like it's kind of like rice. You can intermix it with rice. Just use like whole grain rice. So we're just going to put in about half of it. There we go. Yes, and I have 2 furry little people close to me going, "We know what you're making." So then we're just going to mix this up a little bit. We're still waiting on the sweet potatoes. Now this is all natural. You can Google things that are good for your pets, fruits, vegetables, things you can feed them to try to avoid some of the bagged dog food that you want to. So typically too, like if you find one of the better bagged dog foods, I don't have any pets, but just find the best one. One meal a day is that, and then one meal a day is this. So if you feed it this, your little furry baby too much of this, it can make them sick. So something else my sister does is she gives once a day, just a little bit, probably I would say about 3 tablespoons of goat's milk to her furry babies. And yeah, there's just a lot that you can do and to help keep your furry baby healthy and digestive tract on track, obviously. So take care of yourself eating, take care of your furry babies. Alright, so chicken is done. We're still waiting on the sweet potatoes. They should be done shortly. So chicken, ooh, hey. Just in small little pieces is all we're going to cut them up. Just dice it up. And I have a little furry friend here just waiting on me. She keeps looking up going, I know what you're making, I know what you're making. So you don't have to use chicken, you can use beef, fish. Doesn't always have to be chicken, but you can change things up. So we're going to finish this because this is going to take a little bit of just basically just shredding this a little bit and putting it right in there. So we'll be back with the sweet potatoes when they're ready, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, we got the potatoes done. Sweet potatoes. So all we're going to do, and they're probably just a little bit juicy and gooey, which is fine, because it gives it the meal, like, instead of adding broth or something like that, to make it a little bit more wet. So this is why I'm not myself a sweet potato fan. But sweet potatoes are good, and you can see that it's just a little mushy, so you can just take it, throw it on in. If you don't want to add the skin, don't, but the skin is supposed to be good too because it's got the minerals and things like that the dogs need. So we're just going to cut all of this up. So we've added all the chicken, we've added everything. We'll have some big pieces for the dogs. But these are for little dogs, a Corgi and a Frenchie. So the Frenchie is my sister's, like, grand furry baby, and the Corgi is hers. And the Corgi is staring at me intently right now, because I think she knows what I'm making. So we're going to wrap this up. This comes out, if you do one meal a day, it comes out to about $2.50 a meal. Whereas opposed to if you're doing the ordering stuff online, if you're ordering it online, it's about $2.50 a day for one meal. Doing it this way, since it's only $18 for all of this, it's a lot less. Like, I haven't even done the math right now. So this is probably going to yield, I don't know, probably at least a month's worth of food for one dog once a day. So times it by 2, you're probably looking at 2, maybe 2.5 weeks of food, but 1 day a week. So find something different. Add in, a lot of people feed their dogs only once a day, or I mean twice a day, sorry. So in the morning and in the late afternoon, about 4 or 5. So find different snacks. My sister gives them, like I said, some goat milk once a day, probably about 3 tablespoons. That's it. And then get some fresh fruit, bananas, watermelon is good too, blueberries. So find different little things that you can give them, little treats, and then, that way they're not starving for all that because, I mean, we humans, we eat whenever we want. So, and a poor little dog, they can't get up and feed themselves. So, take care of your pet. I'm taking care of my sister. She's enjoying this. She bought all the ingredients and then I'm the one making that. So, she's just relaxing over there being like, yeah, I get to just watch you make all of this. So for those of you who have your four-legged little furry babies, take care of them, feed them well. Till next time, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Ring the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. Not sure what the next video is going to be, but I'm sure I'm going to think of something. And good. Summer's coming, so it's going to be probably a lot of things that don't require a whole lot of baking or stovetop use. So maybe some crock pot things, definitely some grilling, some side dishes. But until then, have fun, stay safe, wash your hands, would you, before you eat?